Hey guys, my name is Shelly. I'm here with the Art Parties tonight. Today we're going to show you how to paint the goggles on our minion. This is one of our paintings that you can do in the next couple of months here at the studio. It's great for kids, and this is actually one of our kids' paints. So we're going to start with the goggles here. We're going to get a nice good outline, and we're going to do that by using a paper towel roll. We just cut it. We're going to use it as a stamp. So we're going to go ahead and get some white paint on the end of our paper towel roll. We want to make sure the paint goes all the way around, just like this. With this white paint, we're going to do our inner part of our goggles where our eyes are at. So you just want to kind of center these in the middle of the minion's face. We're just going to wiggle that back and forth. It's going to give us a good outline there to fill in. This is an easy way to paint circles. Come through with the second one here. And that gives us a nice white outline for the inner part of our goggles. I'm going to come through now with a medium-sized brush, get some paint on the end of my brush, and we're just going to go ahead and fill that in. We don't want the paint to be too thick because we want it to dry pretty fast. Once we get it filled in, we're going to switch over to gray paint next and put another outline around our minion's eyes here. For this next part, I'm going to switch to my smallest brush. This is good for drawing details. And we're going to be using some light gray paint. I just made that by mixing a little bit of black in with some of my white. And we're just going to basically draw a circle now. And that's going to go all the way around those white eyes that we did. I'm going to do that on both sides. When you get to the middle, it's okay if they overlap a little bit. The goggles are pretty close together. Just wanting to have a nice smooth surface there, so I'm just going over it a couple of times with my brush. What we get to do next is go ahead and put the pupils in our eyes. We're going to use our smallest brush, so I'm just cleaning it off. And we're going to use some brown paint. There's an easy way to mix brown, and that's using red and green and a little bit of yellow. And since red and green are opposites, that will make brown. Anytime you mix opposites together, it makes brown. So you could also make brown by using blue and orange. Or even purple and yellow would get you brown. But we just like to use the red and green because those are the two colors that we have up here to mix together. So we're just doing little circles in the eyes here, filling those in with brown paint. All right, now that we've got that on there, we need to give our minion goggles an outline. We're still going to be using our smallest brush. I'm cleaning that off, and we're going to switch to black paint. With the black paint, we're going to start first on the outside. We're basically going to make a sideways 8 here, and then we'll do the inside circles. So I'm just going to come here. Since my canvas is dry, I can rest my hand right here. I'm just outlining here. We're going to do the other side of our 8 here, so we're not going through the middle. All right, now that we've got our 8 on there, we can see we have some little gaps here where our straps of our goggles didn't come far enough over. So I'm just going to come through with some black paint and just connect that. Up next, we're going to do the inside circles here. That's going to be in between your gray and your white of your goggles. Since our paint's still a little wet there, I'm just using very little pressure so I don't mix in with some of my paint there. We have hair dryers at the studio so you can dry off your canvas in between colors. So those work great too. Doing the other circle on this side here. After that, we just have one last thing to do, and that's going to be to put the centers of our eyeballs on there. We're going to do a technique where we use the end of our paintbrush. You're just going to dip that in the black paint. We're going to get a nice circle on here just by dotting our paintbrush on there. That gives us the centers of our eyes, and that completes our minion. You can paint this here at the studio along with other paintings. We put our calendar on Facebook and our website every month, and it's $15 for the kids' paints and $25 for adults.